right here at the African American Museum. Mavs Insider is about to start right now. Hello everybody, and welcome to a spectacular special edition of Mavs Insider, coming to you right now from the African American Museum right here in Fair Park. Parrish here solo, and you know what, MLK holiday is coming up and we wanted to celebrate it just a little bit early. Now the Mavs, they've been playing stiff competition, the elite of the NBA. They've been on the road, and you know what, let's show you all about it right now in the opening tip.
Let's close out a three-game homestand tonight as you see high above American Airlines Center. The Mavs getting ready to take on the Orlando Magic. Dangerously close to a goaltend. It's not going to matter, though.
The three, but they got the three off, and I think that's why Rick was so furious. And as we see, he's just been ejected.
Here in the African American Museum, here in the Royce West Reading Room, and I have Miss Tasha Speed here, who's going to give us a little bit of information about the African American Museum. So tell me exactly what goes on here.
Basically, here at the museum, we have a lot of different artifacts and exhibits about African American life and culture. We do have the largest folk art collection here at the African American Museum in the United States. Also, the African American Museum in Dallas, Texas, located in Fair Park, we're actually the only #1 African American, I would say, museum here in Dallas, Texas. Actually, here we have a lot of things going on, but my favorite is the Freeman's Memorial Collection. You need to come out and see it.
Of course. And what's the website?
Basically, it's www.africanamericanmuseum.org or www.aamdallas.org.
Now, right here is the legendary Dr. Martin Luther King. Now, he has a lot of things to do with civil rights, but what is his actual influence on Dallas?
Basically, his actual influence on Dallas is basically trying to get the African American community and culture involved in civil rights movement and leadership as well. Basically trying to get us to know about our freedom and how we are too a part of African American culture and American culture as well.
Now, of course, there are a lot of events that go on with the MLK holiday. What are some of the things that you guys do? How does that all work? How does it all come together?
Basically, what we do is we try to get a number of events in the African American community and then celebrate MLK Day as well in association with other partners.
And you definitely do not want to miss that celebration. It's going to be right here for the MLK Parade. But you know what? Before you turn the channel, we're going to be right back on Mavs Insider, and Jason the Jet Terry has something that you do not want to miss. So stick around. Stay tuned.
Mavs Insider is brought to you by Whataburger, just like you like it.
On the corner, 6 seconds to go. Landry the drive, steal Jason Terry, throws it up the head to Kidd, and it's all over!
Jason the Jet Terry entered this week averaging just under 1.5 steals per game, his highest average as a Maverick and his best pilfering since his days in the ATL. But has his love of theft gone too far? We did some investigating in Ro's room.
Cleared for takeoff.
He didn't look like he was 6'2" there. He looked like he was about 6'6".
Of course, Jet Terry is known for his uncanny scoring ability on the court, but you know what? He's kind of reluctant to mention that he's kind of quick with his hands. I just got cool all of a sudden. You know what? If you don't pay attention, you might just get caught slipping.
Jet, again? Damn it, Jet! Jet, where my shoes at?
Man, I've been looking for my hat, man. I can't find it.
I'm looking for my jersey too, man.
For real?
No, I can't find either.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Jet.
Jet,
You see my hat? Man, I'm looking. I can't find it.
you see my jersey?
No, I ain't seen nothing, man. What y'all talking about?
We just can't find it, man. Man, let's look over here, man.
This is the best part of my day. My coffee.
Okay, we're done? We're clear? All right, good show. We'll see you guys on Friday. Who took my keys?
Business, never personal.
Now we're here in the Freedmen's Exhibition, which commemorates a town in Texas that consisted entirely of freed slaves after the Civil War. Now it's just one of the great exhibitions that you can check out right here at the African American Museum right here in Fair Park. You definitely need to check it out. Now if you're looking, you're probably wondering, hey, why isn't Allie here? Well, cool, well, she's not here today, but check this out. She was at the AAC recently, and she was hanging out with some of the guys who make the AAC experience one of the best in the NBA. Let's check it out.
All right, thanks, Rose. Sorry I couldn't be with you. I'm here at the AAC because I wanted a chance to get to meet some of the maniacs who work very, very hard to keep our fans entertained here at the Mavs game. So, first of all, let's introduce yourselves, shall we?
Icy Ike, baby! They call me Boy Ain't Right.
Big Rob, a.k.a. Captain.
Bam.
And last but not least, I'm One Love, 4 years straight.
I love it. All right, so many of you have been on the team for several years. What does it take to become a maniac?
Well, it takes a love of the Mavericks, takes a love of food, and a love of dance. That's the top 3 things right there.
All right, now tell me about what is some of the training that goes into becoming a maniac? Is it like a lifelong journey?
Absolutely a lifelong journey. Actually, you know, we're in our 9th season, so excited to do this. Every time we do it, it feels like the first time. We're so thankful to be here and just providing entertainment and cranking it up each night.
Okay, so tell me about what's your favorite dance that you do and why?
My favorite dance is, I guess, the guys kind of know me by dropping, it's called the drop. It's just, gets a lot of reaction and a lot of smiles.
Now, I understand there's all different types of guys, so what do you do besides dance for the maniacs?
Right now, I'm a security guard.
Ooh, you look tough. I'm scared of the glasses. I wouldn't mess with him, would you?
No, I only mess with them here.
All right, well, that was some of our maniacs. We'll get to know more of them very soon. But for now, let's take it to break. You all want to show me a dance? I'll join in.
Sure.
Let's do something. Oh, no. This is fun. Oh, hey, do you think I could try out to be a maniac? All right, more Mavs Insider after this.
Welcome back to Mavs Insider, MLK weekend events for the Metroplex. There will be a Unity Walk Saturday in Plano. Also on Saturday, there will be a parade in Carrollton. And the annual MLK Parade and Festival in Fair Park will be Monday starting at 10 o'clock sharp. Welcome back to the African American Museum here in Fair Park. Now let me ask you this. How can you improve upon the best show in the NBA? You already got Dirk, you got the Jets, you have the Matrix, you have food, drink. Haha, it's real simple. Bobble-Heads. That's right, here with the coordinator of the Bobble-Heads, Mr. Amal. So you have to tell me about this process. How does it work? See, you have the old Bobble-Heads, so how does the new process work?
Right, so last year we did 7 Bobbleheads. As you can see, they're a bit more basic, kind of a typical bobblehead. This year, since we're doing bobblehead giveaways again, we went a little bit more extreme is what we're calling it. As you can see, kind of Matrix has his jacket coming off, and we have Super Dirk. We kind of played off the nicknames a little bit. And if you look at Dirk, his hair actually comes off. So you got long hair Dirk and you got short hair Dirk. So
the best of both worlds.
Exactly. So
let me ask you about this. So there's only, what, 5,000 bobbleheads per night.
Right.
So how does the process work when they're actually like distributing the bobbleheads?
So distribution is we spread them out evenly around all the doors, and it's the first 5,000 fans that get here get them. We have fans arriving as early as 3, 4 o'clock. For Dirk last year, I think the line started at noon, so they're pretty popular.
So clearly Dirk was the most popular one last year. So what do you think is going to be the most popular one this year?
I think it's either going to be the Dirk bobblehead, or we have an 11th one that we're doing this year, which is Dirk and Kid combined, and they're standing on top of these columns, and it says Future Hall of Famers. So it's pretty cool. That one's going to be really collectible. And then Roddy Bouba is going to be pretty cool because he's in a moving car. Wow. So yeah, so you gotta come to the game to see that one.
Bro, Parrish, I'm out. Hey, this is how we do bobbleheads. Okay, right here in Greengrass Studios, downtown Dallas, the brainchild of where the bobbleheads have come to life for the Mavs. I'm here with the man, one of the 3 wise men, Ryan. Now, I got to understand, like, what is going on with the whole relationship between the Mavs and Greengrass? How did it all come about?
We, about 8 years ago, got contacted by Mark Cuban as a three-man company out of the back of my house. And he contacted us looking for an animation studio, looking for somebody that would entertain the fans, get them out of their seats. Well, snap to 8 years later, we find ourselves getting a call very similar from the Mavs and asking us to do the bobbleheads, but do them extreme. You know, everybody's seen a bobblehead. Cuban wasn't happy with just the way that the regular one. Yeah, and he just hit us up and said, do something crazy. And so we put our concept artist into gear, and they started creating what you guys have seen as the new bobbleheads.
Of course, now we're in a place where the actual bobbleheads come to life. We put them on the computer, and we talked to Jesse about how they're made. So what is the process? Are they drawn first and they put on? I mean, tell me a little bit more about it.
Sure, yeah, with the time we had to come up with the ideas and to communicate a concept, we didn't have time for sketching. So we knew we wanted to do this in 3D, and so we can be able to turn around the models and kind of give multiple views for the people who are actually making these bobbleheads. And so this is our opportunity to kind of take the Sean Matrix Marion here to life here with his nickname. So this is our opportunity to make it kind of a caricature of his identity as a player and as a person, as his fun name there.
Of course, and you have the technical savvy of the Matrix movie with all the graphics and the super CG, and now you're bringing it here to the screen. It feels pretty good, right?
Yeah, it sure does. It's fun to see them kind of in like a toy mode. You look up to these guys as basketball players, but then you kind of get to turn it into something a little bit different than normal. So it's kind of fun.
So you take it from the computer screen, and then you turn it to, like you said, a little something different to right here to where you have the physical bobblehead, and you ask, red or blue pill?
Always blue.
Mr. Anderson. We want to specifically talk about the upgrade. These right here are the ones from previous years. Not bad, decent, but of course, they're a little bit better this year, like this one with Jet Terry. So what was the thinking behind this one?
Well, we thought to make it a little bit more personal about who they are and a little bit about their playing abilities, or maybe they have something they do on the court that makes them who they are. So we all know Jet's little swooping arms out to the side kind of thing, and we put him on top of a jet. And so in Jason Kidd, he's got eyes in the back of his head now. So we put those in the back there, and we just called him J2. That's what he's standing on now. He's doing it behind the back pass.
Gotta love that. All right, gentlemen. Well, I appreciate you guys for taking the time out to talk to me about the bobbleheads. Guys, I'll let you get back to business. Right back here in the Texas Black Sports Hall of Fame. And did you know that there is a row right here? Not me, but in the Hall of Fame right behind me. This guy, Rolando Blackman. You might have seen him before. Mavs legend. I'm not in it yet, but one day I just might make it into the Flag Football Hall of Fame. But until then, I'll go practice. More Mavs Insider coming up next. Last week, business and sports leaders convened to announce the formation of the North Texas chapter of the National Sports Marketing Network, a commission dedicated to bringing the top national sports events to the Metroplex. Eddie Gossage, Chuck Greenberg, and Mark Cuban were in attendance. Mavs president Turdima Ussery paints a bright picture of the future of sporting events in North Texas.
Sports is big business. It's multi-billion-dollar business, and we think we have the best sports facilities. We think we have the best sports fans. We have some of the most colorful, certainly, sports owners in the world. We have, we think, the best sports facilities in the world. And with one voice, we're going to go out and say, look, we want you to come here. We want you to bring your events here, and the fans that come along with that. We think it's going to create enormous opportunity for the citizens of the community in terms of jobs, economic opportunity, things of that nature, and just make the place a lot more fun.
Wow, last year's All-Star Game, the World Series, multiple bowl games, and the Super Bowl on deck? Hey, the Metroplex is definitely the place to be. And speaking of the place to be, we would like to thank the African American Museum for allowing us to come into their world. Now, the MLK holiday is coming soon, so we want you to come join the festivities. But if you can't, that's fine. We understand that. But just go out and try to do something good in your community. Parrish, that's me, signing off for Mavs Insider. See you next week.
So this is the first one from the legion of Dirk fans out there.
Takedown win show!